How many of the warm weather worlds can we fish in this part? Watch and see. Hello, my name is Jennifer and welcome to part 22 of my Rakes Riches Fishing Edition Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And that's essentially the main thing we're trying to do is fish in the warm weather worlds or all the neighborhoods. But we've done all the worlds that get cold. It is the last day of fall, so we did have an extra day. We managed to get through all the worlds that get freezing before the fall ended, so that was good. And we're in San Sequoia right now, which this is the neighborhood that the Michelsons live in. And from what I could see, this was the only fishing spot. I don't think we're going to fish here very long because it doesn't have the little sparkles. And when I've had my Sims living in this neighborhood and fishing there, they didn't catch anything too special. There's the little playground area, and you do have this statue which gives them an interesting, or can give them an interesting moodlet. I don't know whether they're getting it. Let's check. No, that's just from doing none of these are so far. No, nothing here seems to be tied to him or old Stumpy, wherever that is. I can't remember. I'm not a big fan of this neighborhood. Well, the lot that there's old Stumpy right here. That my Sims lived in was glitchy. They lived in the empty lot. It comes with a tree or something like that on it, but like landscaping on it, but no house. And three sides of it can be walked on. The grassy sides, the road can be walked on. So yeah, not a big fan of this, but I don't mind the other neighborhood so far so much. The other neighborhood being the other one that has fishing, because the Anchor Point neighborhood, the wharf, does not have fishing in it. So he caught an upgrade part. So they've caught some fish, and they have more money because it's Saturday, and I'm like, well, let's sell some of our dragon fruit seltzer so our bills aren't so high. So we sold some of them. We didn't sell them all. I just had like one yard sale while Rex was harvesting, and then I had Serena having a yard sale, essentially. So, we got a little bit of money for our fizz, and we caught an apple. So I think we're done here. We take this one off. We fished here. We're gonna go head over to the other neighborhood in San Sequoia and check it out. We're now in Gilbert Gardens, and I'm not actually fishing at the spot that I've had good luck with. I'm fishing at the other spot that I have never fished at before because I want to see what we can catch here. But what I found was interesting is that the spot that I like here, it doesn't actually have the little glows that I've been told is supposed to be a sign that there's good catches there. But maybe the thing is that it's the treasures I like, and so the glows maybe don't have an impact on what the special things are that you catch, perhaps. So this one you catch dragon fruit too. I haven't caught dragon fruit at the other place. We caught apple is what we caught. So this spot seems to be similar as to the other spot, which is right by the 20 by 40 lot. We didn't land in here. We came in at this, which I guess is also varied. So this is the empty 20 by 40 lot, and this spot here you also catch dragon fruit, and I've caught voodoo dolls added. So I don't think we need to fish there because it looks like this spot is similar, which is kind of nice to know. But like I said, I had never fished here. Because my Sims lived in that 20 by 40 lot, it was convenient to just go fish. And they didn't have very high fishing skills, so I just had them go fishing, just because they were working on the fishing aspiration and it was right there and close to get to. So yeah, I did bring the cooler with all the fish, and I put tilapia in Rex's inventory and bass in Serena's inventory. But yeah, so this is a spot that I would probably fish at here, and you don't have to worry. I was here in the winter. It did not freeze, so because of where it's based off of. So we caught some rainbow fish, and we probably should have had somewhere else. So they haven't caught any more, and they haven't caught any voodoo dolls, so it may be that the other spot is a little bit better, perhaps, which we could try, but it's also random, right? It's not guaranteed. Sometimes the spot is great, and you catch a lot of stuff, and we have blue here is sick. we're going to come here and angle for big catch together there instead. And I might actually take them over to the Romance Festival, but you don't need to necessarily see that. I don't know what all those ones are. Are you just fishing? Are you angling for big catch? Well, why don't you angle for big catch? Since it doesn't seem like you're actually angling for big catch. See where's... Okay, well that didn't work. Try angling for big catch. Maybe I should have her... Maybe we should just have her fish with bait. Fish, and I have to go... Fish with bait. Yes. Just see if we catch anything different. I can't say I've caught crystals here, but I have only fished here so much. My Sims were busy, you know, raising an infant. So they didn't have a lot of time to fish. But they did a little bit of fishing here. And I maybe fish till like maybe 10, and then I'm going to head over to the Romance Festival. Oh, we caught another dragon fruit. I was just curious if we were going to catch a voodoo doll. Not that it matters. They don't need the money. It doesn't really matter. It's just the fun of it is really all it is. We'll go on the second, not quite fully speed. She caught nothing. Okay, so I'm going to just take them to the Romance Festival. If anything's happening there, I'll show it. But, you know, this is all about the fishing, so I may not. And if not, I'll just be back when they're fishing elsewhere. They harvested some stuff at the Romance Festival. I took them home, realized I hadn't put any of my fall plants in to be sheltered, so I've done all that. And now we're in StrangerVille, where we have the usual pop-up, which you'll have seen while I was saying all that. And I don't know if by coming here it triggers it a little bit, or that's just a, you know, random thing. There is a fishing spot in this one residential neighborhood, not the neighborhood with the, you know, the actual plant, and not the neighborhood where the bar is and the little stand is for buying stuff. So we're on this empty lot here, and I'm just trying. It's nighttime, so it's kind of hard to see, but I do know there is a fishing spot over here. Here we go. So we're gonna just go angle for big catch together, and obviously we can't have a club gathering going, so I actually did have them rally the troops before they head out. I think I've caught some fun things here. I also placed my lot, but I don't know if I caught anything really special, but I caught some fun things. We're gonna stay here, you know, until probably 4:30, and then I'll take them home, do the usual harvesting, and then we'll head out to another location to check out something else. I think we'll end in Sulani. There's not that many warm worlds. Like, I think we have Oasis Spring left and Sulani after this, and then that's it. So we probably can get through all that in this part, would be my guess. Are these things growing? They're glowing, that's for sure. We're catching cow plant berries, which I find you catch most places. I'm not sure that I've actually ever noticed anything special. I mean, it's great to catch them. It's a lot easier than having to, like, you know, splice them to get them. But, so I'm glad you can catch them pretty much anywhere. Let's just make sure that they're both still on the, yeah, they are. It would have been nice if we could catch, oh, we caught a violin. So this seems to be kind of a little lit. So I wonder if we fished with bait, which we could have done. We had bait in our inventory to fish with, but at this point it seems like a little bit too late. So I might do a little, you know, detour back here. So I wonder if the fact that you catch the violins at the back of the Oasis Springs Park. So I kind of wonder. So, but it's too late to try and fish with bait at this point. So, okay, well, I'm going to take them home. It didn't have the glows, but like I said, I don't know that that really means anything that much, other than, you know, I'm going by what they actually caught. But I'll be back. It's the next day, the first day of winter, and we are in Oasis Spring, and specifically in the Skyward Palms neighborhood, which is where the Calientes live. And I didn't go in with their lot. I just went with the empty lot, and none of the signs here, there are 4 fishing spots, seem to have those little glows. It seems like we're not having that anywhere. So I just have them angling for big catch. And we're going to try and get through. I don't know that we can get through all of the spots this day. Because we also have not Magnolia. We have Sulani, and it was an S one. Sulani left to do. So we have 3 neighborhoods of Oasis Springs. Of this is 1. And then 2 neighborhoods in Sulani left to do for them to have got all of the neighborhoods. So I thought I had a call coming in. So here's the other one. So it's like right beside, and the Calantes live, I think, here. Yeah, visit residence. And then this is, yeah, so that's the only one that has. And then there's also 2 spots over here that you can fish at. And I realized they don't actually have any lemons that I can see in their garden. What did he catch? Oh, that was special. He caught an electronic upgrade part. So I think we've been here, and then he caught a barely better digital camera. So nothing too special. And someone else, I think she, yeah, I thought that's who it was, even though she's in a different outfit. We can't, but I kind of wonder if she's maxed the fishing, because you can ask her to mentor if your Sims need it. Because I had my Sim, the one who lived in San Sequoia, ask her to mentor him and to, help build his fishing skill more quickly. Obviously, they have maxed their skill. I don't know if we can see what's here. We caught like an angel fish, and I think he caught one too. Yeah, so we're going to head to another neighborhood. Been here. Let's go check out somewhere else. We're now in Bedrock Strait, which is where Johnny Zest lives. And there are 4 fishing spots here, and this one does have the little glows. So I have Serena fishing with bass, and I just have Rex angling for big catch, just to see if we can see if there's any difference, and also to be a bit fair to the other locations where we only angled for big catch. I figured I'd at least have one of them angling for big catch. And maybe that's what I should be doing. As long as I have bait, I should have one angle for big catch and one, fish with bait, regardless of whether there's any glows or not. So I'm not sure that I'm looking here. I see some koi. I'm guessing that's catfish. I can't say. There is an angler fish here, and that one just jumped out. That wasn't the one I saw, but another one jumped out right after I saw the one that was in the water. So we'll fish here for a little bit, and then we have one more neighborhood in Oasis Spring to fish in, because 2 of the neighborhoods we have someone who actually wants to buy our sculpture. I relisted it. It had expired. 2 of the neighborhoods in Oasis Springs you can fish in. The one where the land grabs live, though there is a spot to get to the grotto from there, which you have to break through it the same as, even if it's unlocked at Oasis Springs Park, it's not unlocked here. But there's no actual fishing there. And then the neighborhood where not the BFFs, the roomies, where the roomies live, there's no fishing in that neighborhood either. And there's no spot to go somewhere special. So anyways, we didn't catch, I can't say anything. We have been here for a little while. Maybe I'll wait till 10 and then we'll head to one last spot. The last spot for Oasis Springs, I should say, which is the commercial district. So that's where we're going to go to now. So even though I had the glows, I can't say it was anything special. So, which has sort of been par for the course for us at the beginning, or maybe with my offline Sims, which it's been a while since I did that. Maybe I did. I don't know. But I've definitely heard that that's supposed to be, a good thing. But I am going to head to the commercial district. So I'll be back. So we're in the commercial district, which is Mirage Cannon, and I'm going to hit play. So there are 3 spots down here, one over here, one here, and then this one, which again has a little glow. So I'm having them fish there. I have Rex angling for a big catch, and I have Serena fishing with bait, just because I have the bass in her inventory, and that's the bait that I kind of like to use if I'm going to use fish. So that's why I'm sticking with that. And we shall stay here and see. And honestly, once they've got to all their spots, I'll probably just off camera, whatever. I'll probably just have them go collect a crystal from somewhere so we can get through that. Unfortunately, he didn't, he would have if he did catch that last crystal. I didn't have him on the right aspiration when I did it. So if I had him on it, he would have collected all his crystals by now already. So did she catch something? She caught a rose. So we'll fish here until 4:30 and see if they catch anything special. So far, I can't say it's been anything spectacular. Even though she's using bait, he's not using bait. Maybe, anyways, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to stick and be consistent. Oh, she caught a piranha, so that's good. That's something I think you normally need a bait for. So that's something you can catch here. So whether you could have caught it at the other spots without the glows, possibly. Maybe I should have had him fishing at a different sign instead of this one and not a future cube. And we're not going to be here much longer. And because I just want... There. So, are they about to catch anything, either of them? He caught a little fish. A kissing gourami. So I'm going to take them home, do the usual stuff, and then we're going to go out and we're going to do the last 2 Sulani neighborhoods. So it's now the next day, and we're in the Lani St. Taz neighborhood, which is the other residential neighborhood. But there is a beach lot here, so we're able to have a club gathering going. But I don't have them fishing together. There are 2 spots here, so they are both fishing. We'll release it. They are both fishing with bait. Rex, I think, is fishing with carrot, and Serena's fishing with bass. Neither of the spots have the little glows, but they do seem to still have quite a few fish here. I don't remember if there were any spots in their location, if either of the 2 spots. I should say there are only 2 spots in their location if they have the glows either. We know we can catch treasures here because in Sulani in general, so I expect you could catch them here just the same as they can in their own neighborhood. And Rex is fishing over here, which is like right by the beach area. And those are the only 2 spots I have seen in this neighborhood, at least that I have noticed when I looked around. There is a fishing net or fishing trap there, which we're not obviously going to bother with. I can't say I have much luck with fishing traps unless they seem to go do it on their own. Then they catch lots of fun things sometimes. So we caught a grouper. I thought that was supposed to be an invasive species, so you don't get that message, but you do get the other message. Does she actually get the butterfly? No. You don't in our neighborhood. I don't see anything. I took all the fish out. All she has is the bass. Don't see that either. So maybe it's at the bottom, and that's why I'm not seeing it. Yeah, it's at the bottom. Okay, well, we'll fish here for a little bit. It was rebate day, or it is rebate day, so I made a lot of purchases. You know, I finally broke down and got them a bed. I kept hoping they would find one dumpster diving. I bought them another computer. I just got them a TV. I didn't record it. Doesn't really matter. This is almost over. They have lots of money. It's not really relevant, but essentially I spent some money for rebate day and furnished out their house a little bit more. Also got them stuff for having a baby, if I decide to play with them a little bit more after the challenge ends, which will be soon. We caught a mahi-mahi. Very good. Worth 108. That's a decent amount, I have to say. So, and then a bass. And a tuna. Is this, I think that's the guy who is I wonder what he caught. I always want to know what they catch when they catch the little treasure boxes. I think he's the janitor in the high school, if I remember correctly. So he's only the janitor if you don't play with him. I think he's an actual playable sim. I'm getting a 3rd one of these. Okay, well, I think we should see if she catches anything. Nothing. We are going to go to our last neighborhood in Sulani, so I'll be back. So we're now in Ohalani town, and we are, again, it's the only fishing spot here on this pier. It doesn't have the little glows, but we'll see what they catch. They don't seem to be having a lot of luck with what they catch, I have to say. Just in general, over the last little while, they haven't caught anything very special. Like, over all of this. Yeah, we did. We caught the DJ booth. That was pretty fun. And the only thing that's coming to mind. Maybe there probably were a few other things that were pretty good. But, yeah. And the only place I don't think I necessarily fished and paid attention was in a Magic HQ, which I didn't fish there. Even though Glimmerbrook gets cold, it's immune to the seasons. So it is somewhere that they could still fish. And maybe we'll see where they get. Maybe we'll end there instead of here. Well, another one of these, and we're going to release it. So I would say that, we haven't fished here a lot, so it's probably not a fair example, but they have caught some pretty good stuff in their own neighborhood. in terms of like the places in Sulani. I'd have to say that's so far been my favorite, but they have also fished there significantly longer than these neighborhoods. Oh, we caught a voodoo doll. Oh, that's good. Didn't know that. I don't know if I possibly have caught that before, but I don't remember catching it before. I have fished here, but I don't tend to live in this neighborhood very much. I tend to live in the MapleSimmer neighborhood because I often will have my Sims do the conservationist career, and I prefer to live in that neighborhood because otherwise you have to travel to the neighborhood to do it. So I tend to live there when I have them do that career. So, but, oh, we caught a bluefin tuna, and which we released. So we didn't catch it, but, you know, whatever. And we'll fish here till like 4:30. I'll take them home, do the usual, and then you know what? We'll end at Magic HQ. So we make sure that we fished in after we've done so many spots so far, it doesn't make sense not to make sure that we fish there since we fish in every other neighborhood. Oh, he caught a catfish, and then they have a bait. So some of the other ones, they're not bothering to say the bait, but this one they did. Interesting. Very interesting. So... is he going to catch either of them going to catch anything else? I can't say that her bass is really helping her too much, I have to say. But I'm going to take them home. I'll be back when they are at Magic HQ. So we're at Magic HQ for our final fishing spot, which, like I said, we may have fished here before. I cannot remember. Since we're here, I'm actually going to try and see if we can learn some magic. Oh, and the ultimate spell. But I just really started because I thought it was quite funny, the guy on his swimsuit and the on a broom, which I don't think I've ever seen before. And I don't know if it's because they came from Sulani, but it's not like I don't have Sims live in Sulani. So I'm not really sure. Well, I'm just gonna have them learn a bit of magic and then we'll focus on the fishing. So they're fishing here. This is the spot that's by the actual headquarters versus the one that's sort of an alternative spot. Neither of them had the little glows. One is fishing, Serena's fishing with some type of plant. And I decided to have Rex, he caught a sturgeon, just angle for a big catch instead of using a bait. I initially was going to have them fishing in different locations, but I figured they should be fishing beside each other because so we got this spot. It is winter, but it is just, you know, normal temperature here, warm because of the fact of, you know, being Magic HQ isn't affected by the weather. They never have storms. They never always caught two. So it seems like angling for a big catch maybe is better than fishing with the bait because he's caught probably more valuable things. And did they both just reset? They did both reset. So we're actually going to leave this part here. And I will be back with one final part because one of the optional goals was to try and max the odd job career. So we're going to just see if we can do that. And maybe they'll have a Nubu and it'll be just like some highlights from that in our final part in the next part. But that's actually going to be it for this part. Likes and comments are always appreciated and they really help with the algorithms. Thanks very much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!